This week on The Way It Was, brought to you by Bucks and Bulls Guides and Outfitters.
These were seasoned hunters. It was the first time they'd ever been on a Louisiana hog hunt before.
That's the way it was. That's intense.
I remember sitting in my daddy's stand, my camo on and my gun in hand, praying the Lord would send something our way. And as we sat, I learned a thing or two about God's creation and my dad's values, lessons that shaped the man I am today. Oh, and when I think on all the memories of hunting, faith, and family, I just stop and thank the Lord for the way it was, the way it was, before all the distractions, when we would sit and imagine the way it was, the way it was. I thank God every day, the way it was.
You know, we were talking about earlier about when we were growing up and what we had to hunt. The only hogs we had back then were the ones in the pen that we fed slop to that we butchered every December. I think we got a little different situation with hogs in the country now.
Hogs done took over the world.
I think everybody knows that, and Mr. Beatty's got a place up there. It just happens to be in the hills and the bottoms, and it's prime hog habitat, I guess you'd call it.
Well, no, it is, but you know, you say hog hunting now, everybody thinks you go out there and bait them up and shoot them. We got a little bit different twist on hunting hogs down here, and it kind of like old Frank Buck, bring them back alive.
Yeah.
So we got a pretty good show with that, don't we?
We started out, we decided that we were going to try to do a little filming on hog hunting. And some of our buddies up here are real hog hunters. They've got the hog dogs, they've got the bay dogs, the catch dogs, and it just so happened they were involved in a hog tournament. They're having a hog tournament like the bass tournaments are on TV now.
Bring them in alive.
Bring them in alive. That means you got to catch them alive, bring them in alive. You've got a certain time frame that it works in there.
Weigh-in time.
And these boys, when they hit the ground at daylight, they hit the ground running. I mean, they are ready to roll. They are ready to roll. It's about all we could do was just kind of halfway keep up with them and see what's going on, you know.
We didn't get halfway there.
It's more of a young man's game, although Mr. Dickey, he's older than we are, and he still jumps right in there with the young boys. He loves it now. But man, these guys, they know what they're doing. They got the dogs know what it is, and there was a lot of squealing, a lot of hog tying, and we got this one, let's go get another one, you know.
It's breaking daylight a little bit late this morning because it's kind of cloudy, but the action is fixing to start, I promise you. It ain't gonna take them 15 minutes, they're gonna be on the hog.
We got good wind too.
We got a good wind for where everything's coming. We're just gonna start right here. Hogs is right down there, and we got a big old place here. Let's load them up and see if we can get out of here and go find one of them too. We got kind of late on the action. For a small hog, that hog ran a long way. Domino. That was a domino, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a domino. It didn't take 30 seconds and they were on hogs. And then they just scattered into full wind. We had to go a mile and something this way to catch the one boy. They had one down here. Boys this way about 1,000 yards. So we're trying to gang up, regroup. We're gonna do it again. Where we went on the hog hunt, Mr. Dickey had been going in there for several weeks, kind of baiting these hogs up with some special bait that he's put together. So he'd know there'd be hogs around the area. And man, as soon as you could see, they turn the dogs out and it's straight to the first one, and they strike hogs right off the bat. I mean, they right off the bat, and we got a bay right off the bat.
Let's tie him up right here. Right here.
You get some of your investment back on that.
I knew that was going to be a giant.
Man, they have got a big hog. I hadn't seen the hog yet. The hog is underneath bodies over there right now, but he looks like a big hog.
You weigh in the big boar, the big sow, that may win the big boar right
That's what
there.
I'm saying. He might be the star of the show about 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Right here too.
That means big when he weigh more than we got a nice one, a good one. That's the one we come for.
I told you I had 3 big ones down here. Oh yeah, what a nice looking group.
This segment is brought to you by Three Rivers Archery, your longbow and recurve experts. This segment brought to you in part by Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts.
Loaded all these hogs up, had to be in at the weigh-in, and the weigh-in was kind of a show in itself.
That was a real show. Just like Ray Scott was having his one CAF tournament. This boy was serious.
I had no idea as big as it was.
I had pretty serious money in this thing too.
And by the way, our boys came in, I believe, number 1 with, I think it worked out pretty good.
$265.
We are at the hog weigh-in, and we've been here for a while now.
We've been here, and this ain't nothing like no Masters Classic,
It
but
takes
this
a
is
while.
classy, buddy.
There's more people I thought was going to be in this hog tournament. They got a trailer full of hogs over here, and we just waiting for the weigh-in announcement. We got our fingers crossed that our boys are going to do it, you know.
I think we got a chance, too.
I think we do. What do we have?
1,800.
1,800, almost 1,900 pounds.
1,900 pounds, and in the 265.
Was the heaviest hog?
Yeah, they kept asking me how much that hog weighed, and I said, I don't know, more than I do.
Well,
I'm
I
glad he
know
bore
I think he said the biggest 5 hogs we had were like right at 900 pounds, 898 pounds or something like that on 5 hogs. So that's pretty good deal there. And that fella's got a lot of bacon in that trailer right there. I don't know what he's gonna do with it all.
I ain't gonna make no sausages good. You don't hear all that squealing from the contestants. We got some squeal going on in there now.
I had no idea this was as popular as it is. Now, it's turned into a big deal.
Hey, this is redneck entertainment at its best.
The third place team is going to be Boyd McMullen, and they weighed in, their heaviest hogs weigh 916 pounds, and then they're going to win Big Stringer with 1,981 pounds.
It's a ton of hogs.
That's almost
a ton of hogs. I know how to count them ones.
Okay, they just had to weigh in. There's a lot of people up there. I could barely hear, but what I heard is that our team, Boyd and Dickey, won the biggest string with almost 2,000 pounds of hogs, 1981 or something like that. They also weigh the 5 heaviest hogs out of your group, and we came in third place on that. So they took a third on the 5 heaviest and won the overall biggest string. So our guys did good.
It's the Bossier Parish 4-H shooting team.
Okay.
Is this what this money's raising for? The money. Gary White is the one that's putting it on, and Audie Reagan helps him a lot with it and all. But it's raising money for the Bossier Parish 4-H shooting team.
Good cause. Right. Good deal.
Yes, sir.
Good deal.
We're raising money for the shooting team when a shot fired. And nobody fired a
Got
shot.
a trailer full of hogs off everybody's land. So.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, we enjoy
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you. We see you all on the 13th.
Yes, sir.
13th.
All right.
One more game.
Got that?
Yes,
Do I
sir.
need to write that number down?
No, sir.
The 13th.
I got it. I got it. Yes, sir. I'll be there, I promise.
This segment is brought to you by Stryker Concepts, your go-to for the most innovative and functional tools on the market.
But what was really fun hog hunting this year was whenever we brought that boy from out west that shoots the muy grande mule deer.
And the big elk.
And he ain't ever stuck a hog.
I don't think he'd ever seen a wild hog.
No, I don't believe he had.
Our hog hunt with Travis and Bucks and Bulls was a good hunt. We had a lot of fun.
Neither one has hunted hog.
No, they never had. These boys came in from Utah, and they didn't know what to expect. So we just said, we're gonna have you there at daylight, and you'll catch on. Just keep up. That's all you gotta do is just keep up with these boys.
They could relate to would be there at daylight.
Be there at daylight and be able to keep up. And these boys are in good shape. They're the real deal. They're real hunters, We met up at daylight and man, trailers and boxes full of dogs, and we went down to one of your places that got a big pasture in it. And there again, it was strike right off the bat, but they actually, the hogs split. And when they did, the dogs split as well. And it was like, okay, y'all go after these, we're after those. So we kind of lost each other there for an hour or so, And we got back together, and man, then the story started. We got 2 or 3 hogs over here, and we got a couple over here, and so forth. Those boys had a blast with their knives taking these hogs.
Killed some, caught some.
Yeah.
And dogs caught some. Well, it was a pretty good little old hunt for that morning.
I know we had fun.
They did.
They did.
They had a life experience.
Man, we fixing to have a good time party this morning. We got a wild crew here. Some of the guys are from Utah, never seen a hog. And we're gonna have a hog hunt this morning. And I believe they're gonna try to get them with a knife. So it should be a hoot. We might get thirsty even though it's cool this morning. We got our chest full of pop and water. And we got our boys from Bucks and Bulls in here this morning from Utah. And this could be a lot of fun.
If they go that way, Lynn and them have to come back in and hit this road if they bait, because I got big hogs back in there towards his property too. I mean, I got hogs bait.
That's intense. Keeping up with these guys. First hog hunt. Not what I thought. A few miles through the bush.
Oh yeah.
These dogs are amazing.
You just got to find the dog.
Yeah.
A little bit
You
different.
guys did a good job.
A little bit different than a cat hunt, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Killing them like that is the way it used to be, I think.
Get a picture of it.
That's the way it was.
Well, we've been running for a while. We finally caught up to them.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that was just one of them breakups. You know what I mean? You can't have everything go right all the time.
You got to work for them.
Yeah, well, we got some big ones and that's what we need to catch. I done seen some big ones and them walk all over.
They all come together. I only got one. just hobble that one up, keep it fresh. Guy wants to make a barbecue, so we don't know how many we're gonna kill, so we're gonna kill this hog, but we're gonna keep it fresh when we get ready to kill it.
There must have been 20 hogs cut across the bottom down here. And they've already turned the dogs on. This could get real.
Come back up. Something different, that's for sure. We're used to hiking the 7,000 elevation rocks, clawing, scratching your way up a mountain, and this is flat, but these guys can flat hunt. They it's a different way of life, different way of hunting, but it's a beautiful sport in it. The dog's incredible. They all got their own jobs, what I've noticed. They got their specialties, so you know, the black one does a certain thing and the white one, and then the bulldogs come in and hold the pig down for you so you can get a good humane kill on it. They all got their specialty, that's what I've noticed.
Well, the excitement is happening up there. That hog just swam the by, and they got him when he hit the ground. They put the dogs caught him right there and bait him up as soon as he hit the ground. So they over there trying to get him out. Everybody doesn't want to swim the by right now, so they'll bring him back across here and we'll see what they got. They're pretty good black hogs, what it look like to me when he comes swimming across the by down there. So this is kind of a unique place here where the bottoms fall off and the hills are right there. So we got both kinds of. We got the old palmetto. This is native Louisiana hunting down here, and kind of get an idea that Louisiana isn't all pine thickets, you know, and this is our hardwood bottoms, and we hunt every deer, turkey, squirrel, hogs, everything right here. We got a pretty good crew with us today, and that's the thing about hog hunting. It doesn't matter, you know, how many people you got. You can still everybody have a good time. So let's continue having a good time.
This segment is brought to you by Montana Decoy Company. Ultra lightweight, most realistic decoy in the field.
These boys are out there in western hunting.
In mountain
I told them, yeah, they know something about mountain. I told Travis in the morning, I said, I know y'all done been to a lot of rodeos and maybe a goat roping, but they ain't never been on nothing like this before. So what do you think about it, Travis?
I love it. I've been to a goat rope, truly.
That's what I'm
and
telling
a couple
you.
of rodeos.
I know you've been to a couple of rodeos and a goat rope.
But I've never seen guys throw pigs down like that.
That last little deal in the water out there, I know boy looked up there, he was this deep water, he hollered up, get you some of it, and y'all were like, we're okay.
I haven't fell in love with a hog yet, but I'll go waist deep water yet. Give me a day, I might make it. A big muley buck I'll go swimming for.
Oh yeah.
This deal with bucks and bulls, it was kind of a show them something that they hadn't been involved in. You know, it's when we were growing up and somebody said, you're going out west on a hunt, what'd that mean? Colorado. Everybody went to Colorado and experienced something new, you know. Here it was, you know, we always did our thing down here, but man, you could go to Colorado and experience something new.
Go to the mountains.
So we kind of reversed it, and it's like, you mountain guys from Utah and New Mexico, y'all come to Louisiana, experience something that we're used to, that we're familiar with, and give y'all, as grown people that's never, this isn't youth, this isn't somebody that's a first-time hunter. These were seasoned hunters. It was the first time they'd ever been on a Louisiana hog hunt before.
Right. And it's just as different for them coming down here as for us to go up there.
That's right.
Getting on them 10,000 foot elevations, you know.
Except
but they can breathe better.
We got more air down here than they do. At least they got as much air, but our air's got more to it than their air. Their air hasn't got anything to it.
So it was a neat experience for them. And us going out there will be neat for us too.
With our longbows on these elk, that's one that I'm looking forward to right there.
I'm looking real forward, but y'all have to watch that next year.
That's right.
How about that episode today? The guys out chasing and pursuing those hogs and running after them through the woods and doing everything they can to keep up with the dogs who are running after the hogs. You know, it reminds me about life when we pursue and run after things in this life. There's a story that I was told about a man in Chicago. Obviously, Chicago's the windy city. He's walking down the street. His hat blew off his head, and he ran out into the street to get his hat. And when he picked his hat up, he turned and was run over by a car. You know, that's oftentimes the story of our life, isn't it? That we run after things insignificant, that we're willing to give up everything, pursuing something very small. You know, in your life, you may be pursuing things that really, for eternity, don't mean much. I tell you, the Bible tells us that if we seek God and seek Him with all of our heart, we'll find Him. We want to help you find God in your life and have a relationship with Him. He desires to have a relationship with you. In fact, there's some folks who'd like to help you with that. If you go to the website that's on the bottom of the screen, you can connect with people that'll help you find your relationship with the Creator. Hey, thanks for watching The Way It Was.